Well, I think it is fair to say the start of our first ever season in the Premier League, I've got to say, it's gone better than I ever expected it to. Hello, welcome to part 17 of the Hollywood Dream, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our Premier League fixtures against Everton and Chelsea. So since the last episode, form has been very, I'd say hit and miss at times. Sometimes we win games, sometimes we lose games, but overall the form has been pretty alright, considering we're very much still a championship side. That's what I'm going to call ourselves. But we have picked up a few wins here and there, including against a 2-0 win against Newcastle, a 1-0 win over Nottingham Forest, and a 3-1 win over Leeds. We've also drawn many games, including a 0-0 versus Wolves, and a 1-0 against Arsenal. Then we've also lost games against like Bournemouth, Man City, and West Ham. So we've only lost 3 games this season, which is pretty decent. I don't think we've done any other transfer business. No, we haven't. So the squad remains the same as we did from last episode. But this is the league table. After 10 games of the season played, we do sit 11th in the league, 13 points on the board. That's only 1 point off 7th place Wolves. I mean, yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not looking towards Europe. I'm more focused on the relegation places, so which we are 4 points above, and that gap could get bigger, obviously, with a win against Everton. So the lineup for this game will be Sherpan in goal, a back four of Traore. Unfortunately, Sheremy Ngakia has picked up an injury, so he'll be out for another 3 weeks. And finishing off the back four, we've got Brunt, Rubio and Mattis, Irving and Alcalon in the midfield. And on the right, we've got Bukvich, Ramt. I don't understand. I don't know what goes on in my assistant head, but he insists on playing Ramsey every game. Then we've got Longman on the left. He is just returning from injury, so we'll play him in the first half. Then we'll get on Saito, who's also fit to play 45 minutes, so he'll play the second half. Then we've got why Paul Mullin up front, I do not know. When we've got Myron Boda, who is just as good, even maybe just a tinsy bit better than Paul Mullin, or a lot better, I'd say, by Paul Mullin. But Paul Mullin, at the moment, at the ripe old age of 30, not a Premier League player. He is currently our top goal scorer with 4 goals, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Irving whips in the corner. Oh, Stadio Longman, back from injury, gets his first goal in absolute ages, and we are 1-0 up against Everton. I mean, I was half expecting us to struggle. We've moved up to 6th because of that goal. I'm not focused on that. I couldn't care less about the league table at this stage, regardless of the fact we're in a very good position. I'm not looking at the league table. That's why I've got the latest scores up. I couldn't care less where we are in the standings. So when we're past the halfway stage and like 10 games left of the season, that's when we'll start focusing really on the league table. Rubio, Bodu with the chance, it was just wide of a goal. A second goal there would really help things out, but as it stands, obviously still 1-0. Everton, they haven't had a great first half. They've only had 1 shot, 1 on target, so I think we're definitely in the driving seat. Longman hits the crossbar. Oh, what a game he is having, straight back from injury as well. He's been absolutely superb. So I think, as planned, we are going to get off Longman for Saito on that left-hand side. He has had a bit of an injury, and his star rating has been hampered massively. Irving has got the ball. He's got Saito out on the left. Does he use him? He does find him. Come on, take him on. That injury, it's really not been good for him, because in pre-injury, I reckon he would have taken on that player and probably beaten him for pace. But I think it's just it's really knocked his confidence, being out for quite some time. He's been out for I'd say at least a good month or 2, and Alcaron has put the ball into the back of it to make it 2-0. Get in there, lads. 2-0 against Everton. The mighty Toffees. Not so mighty this game, but yeah, this is well, I never thought I'd be winning against Everton. Not in a long time, but we are with half an hour left to play. Mattis with a throw, plays the ball to Irving. Obastadio plays the ball back to Brunt. That's a good cross. Bukvich, Traore, what a goal that is! An absolute bullet of a. What I don't know what sort of shot that was. It was sort of more like a slice sort of shot, straight into the bottom left-hand corner. That's his first goal for Wrexham in the Premier League. Absolutely superb. That's a piss 3D style shot. That is absolutely superb. I think that is probably the 3 points wrapped up. I don't see Everton getting 3 goals in the last 25 minutes. I very much doubt it. We are going to make a couple of changes. Irving is going to make way for Aaron Ramsey. And Mattis also is going to make way for Seb Raven with 20 minutes left to play. I think, obviously, the closer we get to the end of the game, the more confident I feel that we are actually going to win this game. And Saito with the strike, very nearly nestled into that top right-hand corner, but unfortunately it just fell to the other side of the post. I'm not sure how close it was to going in, but I think it was very close. Right, okay, we are going to make our final 2 substitutions. Myron Bodu is going to make way for Paul Mullin, and I think, yeah, let's go on Max Cleworth for Traore. Is absolutely shattered, and why wouldn't he be? He's 33 years old. I really hope Ngakia doesn't get any other injuries throughout this season, because I don't want to use Traore every game, because obviously he is getting old. He is only our backup, so I think if Traore ever goes, I don't know if we get any wonder kids in January, but I think that's the plan. We really don't have much to spend, but I think we'll be all right. We've moved up to 6th. I mean, another win. I don't know. I can't remember who we're against next. Chelsea. I don't know how they're doing in the league. They're currently 5th. That's a huge game. Potentially, if we beat Chelsea, we have a chance to move into 5th. The lineup for our match against Chelsea will be Sherpa in goal, a back four of Traore, Brunt, Rubio and Mattis, Irving and Alcalon in the midfield. Then we've got Bukvich on the right, Ramsey in the middle. Unfortunately, Obastadio has sustained an injury. He's picked up a twisted ankle. He's going to be out for 3 weeks. Then we've got Saito on the left, fit to play the whole game, which is good. Then we've got Myron Bodu up front. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully try and get a win against Chelsea. If not, a decent-ish result. I'll take a draw. I'll take it now in 1-0 loss or 1-goal loss. I don't really care what we do against the top 6. And unless we get absolutely smashed, and then I might be a little bit upset. But I'll take anything. I just want to get out of this match relatively unscathed and hopefully without any serious injuries. Rubio plays the ball back to Sherp and Brunt. I don't really like this playing out from the back, but let's get this ball upfield, get it out wide, where all the spaces. Saito has got the ball, finds Alcaron. Come on, Bukvich. Oh my God, Bodu has put us 1-0 up. We are 1-0 up against Chelsea. This is not a drill. We are 1-0 up against Chelsea. Unless really allows it, which it hasn't. We are 1-0 up against Chelsea. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say, but we're 1-0 up at Stamford Bridge. That is just absolutely crazy. What's even better, for the first 25 minutes, Chelsea haven't had a single shot yet, which is that's just insanity. It really is screaming at you right there. Saito plays the ball to Irving. Mattis, he's got Saito ahead of him, doesn't find him just yet. Mattis, Saito, Ramsey nearly had the chance to get a second goal, but he was just a little bit unfortunate with his timing. Sterling plays the ball back to Caicedo, Chilwell, Sterling and Chilwell in the Chelsea 11. That is absolutely ridiculous. And Cole Palmer, the man of all people, gets the equaliser for Chelsea. It was only a matter of time before Chelsea got a goal, but at least it's 1-0 and not 1-0, which is I'm very thankful for. But by the looks of it, I think we might have actually won ourselves a penalty. I think it might have been Leroy Colwell or Badiashile with the handball, and it looks like we are going to be awarded the penalty. Yeah, penalty has been awarded. Alcalon steps up and he scores. He puts it into that top left-hand corner, and 15 minutes left to play of the first half. Once again, we are leading Chelsea by 2-1. This is absolutely probably one of the best games we've ever played so far, apart from our 3-0 win over Leeds. That's probably been our second best game at the moment. Enzo plays the ball to James. Enzo again. That was a well, if that ball never made it to the goalkeeper, I'm sure Bodie was going to pounce on it if he did make that mistake. Sterling has got the ball. Well done, Alcaraz. Brilliant defending, that is. Bukvic, yeah, that's unfortunate. Now we've given away a penalty. Rubio took down Nkunku fairly aggressively, I want to say. But it looks like they've got a penalty. There's no need to go to VAR about that. And Nkunku is going to step up for Chelsea. Will he score it? Yes, he does. Sherpan, that's a bit of a letdown for us. I thought you might have saved that, but you were just nowhere near it. I mean, you're 6'8". You could have at least. That's just a pathetic dive. That is absolutely pathetic. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I would have done a better dive. I probably wouldn't have got to the ball, but I would have at least dived a good couple meters, not like fall over and barely cover any distance at all. That's just absolutely outrageous, that penalty from Chelsea. Absolutely outrageous. But second half, hopefully we can get a third goal. I'm not going to say we are going to win this game, but I think I'd take a 2-2 draw at this stage of the game. Palmer with the header. I think it did hit the frame off the crossbar, and it did go out for a goal kick, thankfully. All right, come on, lads. We've got half an hour left to play. We are going to make our first couple of substitutions. Bukvic is going to make way for Ryan Longman. And I think we'll also... Let's get off Jack Taylor. Alcaron can go back into his deep line playmaker role, which is... I wouldn't say that's his strongest role. I'm not really sure what his best suited role is, but at the moment we're playing him as a deep line playmaker. 20 minutes left to play. Scores are still level. No teams really look like grabbing a third goal at the moment, but Caicedo has got the ball. Sterling in acres of space, and he does find the back of it. I mean, Shepard, that's just catastrophic goalkeeping. He's 6'8". I mentioned you that enough times. He's 6'8". He should have saved it. He's like he should be covering most of the goal with the height he is. James has got the ball, plays the ball to Lavia. Can somebody just get the ball, please? We've got 15 minutes left to play. We will make a couple more changes once the ball has gone out of play. Saito plays the ball to Alcaron. Ramsey, Rubio, is this our opportunity to grab the equaliser? Mattis, come on. This has got to be our chance. We've got to take it if we get it. One, which we don't. Taylor with a very poor pass, and Sancho puts it wide of a goal like he normally does. He's never going to score against us, is he? Right, 10 minutes left to play. We should probably make a couple more changes. Mattis is going to make way for Sebastian Raven. And I think we will get off Saito for Bergsorg. And you know what? One more change. We are going to bring on Paul Mullin. He's going to replace Myron Bodie for the final 10 or so minutes. Let's drop some more. No, let's not drop some more encouragement. Let's just leave things as it is in the hope we can get the third goal, and that's another poor pass. What is it with our passing this season? Absolutely atrocious. Some people need to learn how to pass on this team because it's been absolutely awful. And I mean awful, some of it, but some of it has been good. Gutierrez has got a corner for Chelsea, which he is going to whip in, and Badiashile was the first to get there. Luckily, somebody did get a block and it goes out for another corner, which Gutierrez is going to whip in. Again, he does, that's a good header, a couple decent defensive header, but danger, it's not over yet. Rubio with a very decent defensive header, and he does clear the line to a couple minutes, 6 minutes of additional time. Is there time for a late twist in the tail? Are we going to get a late equaliser? I don't think we are. Chelsea have got the ball with Enzo Fernandez. He will cross it. Sancho at the back post. I mean, Sherpen. I'm a little bit out of crossroads. Sherpen ain't clearly good enough for the Premier League, but neither is Mandas. So I don't really know what to do in terms of a goalkeeper positions. But we are against Chelsea. We were always meant to lose. We only have 4 shots, 2 on target. Those 2 on target did happen to be our goals. So, yeah. I think we played well in some aspects of the game, but some areas do need improving. That's probably the defence, but yeah, I think Wrexham lose ground in race to qualify for what? Next season in the Premier League. I mean, we're not going to qualify for Europe this year. I mean, having said that, we'll now go on an amazing run, and we probably will be in the Europe spots in the next episode, which, fingers crossed, we don't qualify for Europe, because we don't really need another unexpected season. So I will see you all in the next episode, where we'll probably come back, probably middle of the January transfer window. Still no news on whether in the FA Cup, but in the next episode we are going to be playing our games against Newcastle United and Wolves. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.